Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Raver's Mead. Oh, it's a hot one today. I'm pretty sure it's been touching like 30 degrees today. Nelly, come on! She wants to go in, bless her. I'm just going to swing the gate open actually and let her and Stumpy out on the long grass for an hour. I usually do it in the morning, but I had an early start this morning. I went into work. Ow! I went into work earlier than I have been, which meant that I didn't have time to sort of do much down here. So the girls haven't had their grass time yet. So. Come on, Ponyo. Where are you going? Oh, I thought you were going to go back the other way then. Stumpy's like, oh my goodness, I'm starving. I've been on dirt all day. Right, gate's open. Lainey was still loitering in the yard, but that's her decision. I'm sure once she realises the gate is open, she will go out and get some grass. And Stumpy is right down in the bottom field on the long grass now. Cheeky little madam. Anyway, ponies sorted for now. Anyway, I do have to do my mucking out in a bit. But you may have guessed from the title of today's video that I'm going to do a sort of a brief garden tour with you. I say brief, I'm probably going to get carried away and waffle on forever, to be fair. Yeah, so we're looking very, very good out here. I think I need to water everything that's in the greenhouse. I'm starting to see a little bit of shrivelling in there, whoops-a-daisy. But yeah, this is kind of where we're at the moment. It's looking awesome. We got a sofa, outdoor sofa thing over the back there now as well. I'll take you guys over and show you that in a sec. Nelly, there's literally a whole field of long grass and you're not getting it, are you, hun? Although I do appreciate you weeding around the edge of the garden. That saves me a job. This area over here is kind of a mess, to be honest. I've just chucked in bits of everything. This broccoli plant I was going to chop down, so I've chopped this one right back. This will more than likely grow back in the autumn. I found with broccolis that if you just chop them back but leave them there, they seem to regrow year after year. Oh, don't want that left on there. Yeah, they seem to just keep sprouting fresh leaves and fresh broccoli. So that's awesome. It saves me starting new ones. I was going to do the same with this, but I don't know if you guys can see at the moment, but it's actually acting as a really good trap crop. So I've decided to leave this here. It's covered in, I don't know what they are. I don't think they're aphids because they're grey. But yeah, some kind of parasitic nasty is all over these. So quite honestly, they can go to town on that as long as they leave the rest of my brassicas alone. I'm happy with that. Looks like the flea beetles have moved in. Look at all that. Crikey. All those little holes are flea beetle damage. Yes, they're on my pak choy. Oh, but my pak choy is bolted anyway in the heat, so that's game over for that. So yeah, bit of a mess of everything. That little patch was pretty cruddy soil, and what's happened is I've just kind of chucked all the seed starts that I had that I didn't have space for, like in a designated space. They've all been chucked in there. So there's like brassicas, tomatoes, peppers, root veg, there's all sorts in there really. I need to amend the soil later this year, but I don't want to leave it bare, so I just chucked everything in. I'm sure we'll get something tasty out of it. Got my fruit trees over here. These are looking awesome. Got loads of little apples starting to form. This is the Bramley apple. I have no idea what the other two are. Doesn't seem to be any fruit on this one, but there are a few fruits on that one growing. And again, there's a few random bits and bobs that I shoved that I had left over, so I couldn't find a space for these cabbages, so they got shoved in here. Yeah, mostly flowers in here, and I've got some berry bushes along the back, which are still really young, so I don't think I'm going to get an awful lot from them, to be honest. But I've got a mole problem as well. I need to put some stuff down to put the moles off. Apparently they don't like strong smells, so I'm thinking I might come out here with some citronella or something like that and just make it a bit stinky and hopefully put them off. Because I appreciate the fact that they're aerating my soil, but I don't appreciate the fact that they are, oh, they've been in my tomato bed overnight. Yeah, I don't appreciate the fact that they are disturbing the roots of all my plants and stunting everything. Had real problems with getting my cucumbers going because moles, and possibly also rats, I don't think it was just the moles, but creatures have been burrowing underneath and disturbing them and popping them up. But the cucumbers are looking good now. We've got, I'm actually letting them flower now. They were trying to flower weeks ago and they were tiny and pathetic plants, so I kept pulling them off. They're actually getting a bit bigger now. And that is a baby cucumber. Yum, cannot wait. This one's looking a lot healthier now as well. Amazing. But yeah, they were just all really struggling, where they just kept getting their roots disturbed, but they seem to be doing okay now. So over here we've got, so this is a tomato bed, and down the middle of it I've got lettuce. So one of my plans this year is that I don't want to have bare soil anywhere. So I'm planting tall stuff, so I've got my tomatoes, and then I'm planting low-level stuff to cover the ground underneath it. And I've done the same in the bed behind me as well, except in that one I've got basil and peppers up the middle, and I've also got beetroots dotted around everywhere as well. So I'm trying to cram in as much as I can. The soil seems to stay healthier as well by having more coverage, so it's a win-win really, and it helps minimise the amount of spaces that are left over where weeds can grow. So we've got cucumbers over there, 2 lots of tomatoes with goodies interplanted in between them. That is a mega something. I don't quite know what this is, but it's gorgeous, isn't it? And look how pretty the colours are. I don't know if that's a cabbage or if it's a kohlrabi that went wrong, or maybe it's a kale. I have literally no idea. Generic brassica, but I need to start chopping bits off of it and eating it, I think. Same with these beauties. This cabbage, oh, I'm so excited about this. I think this is the best cabbage I've ever grown so far. But I have noticed we've got visitors. Oh, I think I made them angry. They're all bouncing at me. Look, can you see that? They're doing their little dance. And we've got all sorts of flowers tucked in everywhere. There's flowers everywhere, basically. I planted some one year and then they've just kind of self-seeded and now they're everywhere. But I like it. Good companion crops. Along the other side of this trellis is a whole mess of stuff, to be honest. Loads of flowers, onions again along the front, but that's actually mostly beans on that side. I've kind of tried to do like a Three Sisters thing. So we've got beans that are going to grow up the trellis. I've got some corn growing in there as well. And I've got squashes, which are kind of, I don't know, hidden and smothered by the flowers at the moment. But I'm sure once they get going, they will make a space for themselves, because squashes historically are very aggressive growers with the amount of manure that we have in our soil. They just go crazy once they get going. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm sure they'll take off. What else have we got going on? Let's have a think. I've got herbs chucked behind there as well. We've got like lemon balm and oregano, fennel. There's a few chives over there, but they're all looking a bit sad. They're kind of going over now. Oh, now this is cool. This is a kohlrabi. And this is the first one that I've ever successfully grown. And it's actually like a decent harvestable size now as well. That's so cool. Every time I've tried to grow these before, the rats have got to them before I've had a chance to eat them. And so I've never actually tasted one. Yeah, and there's all sorts of other goodies in here. I've got a few carrots dotted about. I have got some carrots and parsnips growing alongside the potatoes over there. Did I tell you guys about the potato bed? I feel like I got distracted by the mole damage, didn't I? And I kind of skipped this. So we've got potatoes up here with lots of rogue flowers again. I've got all sorts of root veg up and down the sides as well. So we've got carrots, parsnips, and I've got some beetroots along here too. So they are really starting to grow now, which makes me happy, because I am obsessed with pickled beetroot. Or roasted beetroot, any kind of beetroot. I'll even eat it raw, I don't care. I love beetroot. And over here, oh, that's cute. Look, when I planted some extra courgettes because they were looking a bit sad and sorry. So I thought, let's chuck a few more in. And one of them's just come up. But yeah, this is all molehill damage again as well. Arrgh, so annoying. But I have mixed feelings about them digging up this bed, because this area was really cruddy soil. So the mole has probably done me a favour by aerating it and churning it over a bit. It's just a pity that it's probably disturbed the roots of all the stuff that I've got in here. But yeah, see, that carrot's shriveled up and died. But I'm sure it will be fine. So I've got a couple of tomatoes over here. I've got a couple of peppers that I had left over that I couldn't find a home for as well. But this is mostly courgettes over here. The idea was to have courgettes behind here, and then other stuff just got chucked in because that's just how I roll, basically. I see a gap and I plant something there. Greenhouse is actually looking fairly empty. Oh, goodness me, what has happened here? Oh, dear me. I can't tell if they need water or if they've just shriveled up in the heat. That's not good. Disaster in the greenhouse. I wonder what temperature it is in here. Oh, yeah, it's like 40 degrees in here with the door open. I don't think the tomatoes are enjoying that. That's not good. So yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, my seedlings show up as well. I did have a few seedlings in here. I had some lettuces and some zinnias. I managed to germinate some zinnias. Oh yeah, that's crispy. Man, I've still not got the hang of this whole greenhouse gardening thing. I think I underestimate how hot it gets in these things. I said the watermelon's happy. Look at that. That guy's grown about a foot overnight. And I don't really want you growing across the path, buddy, so you're going to have to go, like, that way, I think. Yeah, so along here. That other one's growing up there as well. So the idea was to do some tomatoes in here and then do loads outside as well, because I wanted to see which were going to grow best. But I'm not holding out hope for me getting tomatoes out of these plants now. I think I might kill them off with heat stroke at this rate. Oh, I'm not the best gardener in the world, guys. Literally winging this along with everything else in my life. It's fine a little bit. This area is looking a lot tidier now. So we've got our little corner sofa. Obviously I need to do the flooring over here. We've just chucked it down for now because we wanted to have somewhere to sit. But the plan is that I'm going to put screening all along the back here and along this side. I'm going to get a nicer barbecue as well at some point. Oh, I'm going to sit in the shade for a second. So yeah, nice barbecue is going to be going along that back bit behind me. And yeah, we'll have screening, and I want to grow something at this frame. So this is our old tent barn frame. And my idea is that I want to grow grapes over it. And I also want to get a fig tree, because you can grow them in the UK apparently, and I would like to grow grapes and figs. So that's kind of my idea for in here, is I want to cover this whole frame with like climbing edible stuff. As well as hanging baskets all along that side. I want to get lots more hanging baskets. I've got mostly strawberries in those ones, but I have got some flowers up there. And we've got a few herbs going on. This is kind of like the herb garden. So we've got like parsley and tarragon. Ow, bang my head on a hanging basket. That wasn't very clever. Oh, yum. I love strawberries. Yeah, I think I need to water everything. I think it was hotter than I thought today. Yeah, got some nice little flowers. These actually got battered in the rain the other day. So all these like split leaves, that was where we had that massive thunderstorm. My rosemary's picking up now, it's hot as well, and that's hilarious. I've got rogue tomatoes growing everywhere. And I have rogue potatoes growing everywhere as well. Because I put potato skins in my compost, and so potatoes just grow wherever the heck they want, basically. It's really funny, and it's slightly annoying sometimes, but at the same time it means I get free potatoes. I don't really want potatoes in my lavender bed, but it's still potatoes, it's food, so... Yeah, talking of rogue potatoes, this isn't supposed to be here either. This is supposed to be a strawberry bucket, and yeah, potato took it over. Oh, there's loads of fruit in here. Oh, yum. Yum, yum. Oh, strawberries for dinner tonight again. And the rhubarb. And then the last little bit over in this area is that space there, which looks very sad and bare. But that's where my white rose is going to be going, which I have here. I need to find a ginger rose to go with it as well, because that is basically... Oh, I don't want to sit on the loganberry. It's already spiked me. No way. That plant's vicious. Yeah, so I need to find a ginger rose as well. Why did I sit in the chair by the loganberry? Why do I do these things? Honestly, I keep losing my trail of thought. Ginger rose. Need to get a ginger rose to go with the white rose because they are Billy's colours. Billy was my cat. He was my kitty cat for many, many years, and he passed away a couple of years ago. He's actually buried just over there, the other side of the fence. So we're going to do like a little mini garden over there, and I thought it would be cute to plant some ginger and white roses in there because it's his colours. And we're going to put like a little picket gate on it, and it'll just be a nice little memorial area. I feel like I want to get a plaque or something in there as well with his name on it and something nice, but I need to think about that. It's been 2 years since he's been gone as well, so I've been really slow about this. I've been trying to find the right roses. I've been trying to find a ginger rose, like a peachy ginger one, for ages. I could not find something that I was happy with, which is why I picked this up when I saw it the other day, a white one. But now I've bought that, I'm seeing lots of like gingery peachy roses that I actually really like the colours of, so yeah, I need to go and keep snooping around at what is available at nurseries and pick something up very soon, I think. I think that's kind of it for the garden. We've got a few more potatoes behind me here, which are, I've just noticed they're actually flowering, so they're not going to be far off ready. Yeah, that's kind of it for my garden at the moment. Right. I'm going to crack on and get some jobs done in here, and then I'm going to go muck out my stables, and then I'm going to get everybody in and give them a lovely hose down, I think. And I might give myself a hose down while I'm at it as well, because I am a sweaty mess. Thank you very much for hanging out with us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed our little garden update. Just realised Nelly still hasn't got out onto the long grass. Nelly, you're missing out, babe. Why don't you go in the other field? Do you know what? I'm just going to show her. I'm going to walk her out there and show her that the gate's open, because Good girl. I feel better now. Now I know she's getting some of the nice grass. I mean, there's quite a lot of grass out here. To be fair, she might not even be that hungry. And I said it did rain a lot earlier this week, so she's probably got quite a lot of food off of this field. I just like them to have... I like them to have the hour on the long grass, fill their bellies up, and then I don't have to give them so much hay at night. Money saving tips, people. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm going to crack on and get my jobs done before I well and truly boil in my own juices. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.